Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, El Shai, Hashem, Rakakodah, Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of your elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, whether Hyksos or the Hyksos, depending on how you pronounce it. I say Hyksos or Hyksos, whatever. Israelites. So, there's a video. IUIC events, a black Muslim versus Umar Johnson. So I watched the first, was it 3 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes and change of a more than an hour and a half video put up by IUIC events, which is Shout Out Tuesdays. I just came across it, so I said, let me just go watch it, see what's up, see what's popping. And I'll say this, concerning these other Israelite groups, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know if they say, look, don't watch GMS or don't watch this group or don't watch any groups, just watch our videos. We say you can watch any video you want. You can watch the IUIC, the ISU, you can watch all of them. Sakari, the deacon, and his partner in crime, Hassad. You can watch all of them. But now, if you get caught up in that, then that's on you. You know, especially the ones of you that been in this thing for a while, been in this thing for 6 months, a year, a couple of years. You can watch all them videos, and you're not going to get caught up and say, wait a minute, man, IUIC got the truth. I'm getting with IUIC. Well, then you go ahead and get with them. But anyway, so you can watch, these other videos just to, get an idea, just see what the atmosphere is out there in the YouTube algorithm. And anyway, I get it once in a while. I'll get a chance. I'll come across Shout Out Tuesdays, which he been doing it for a while, but he stopped doing it. He said he was going to stop doing it on YouTube, and I guess he was going to do it on a regular site. And the first thing that popped in my head, it's a money thing. You go to that site, you got to pay money. I don't know. I didn't go to it, but I guess it's back. It's been back. Look, we here at YouTube, whether you give us money or not, you're going to get the same information. We're not going to have a Patreon page where you can get the deeper information. If you come to this page and you may pay X amount of money a month, no, we don't do that. Because there's people that might not be able to afford $15 a month or $10 a month. They might be living paycheck to paycheck, The scriptures say, buy the truth and sell it not. We just put it out there. That's what the Apostle Paul said to the Israelites in Corinth. They were Israelites. They wasn't Gentiles. They were being called Gentiles because they were in a Gentile mindset. They came out of that mess during the time of Antiochus Epiphanes, where he forced them not to circumcise their children and not to call themselves Israelites, not to keep the Sabbath, and the penalty was death. So a lot of them didn't want to die. They said, no, we'll just comply with them. We'll not circumcise our children. We'll dress in the Greekest fashions. We'll go to the place of exercise, which is the gym. The gym that you go to, you got a membership of, that goes back to the gymnos. Gym means naked. That's why, hey, you want to get a woman? You're looking for a woman? Go to the gym. Them women are open. Trust me, them women are open, man. Them women are open. That's basically, them gyms are a whorehouse. That's why there really should only be, if anything, there should be men gym and women. Men and women shouldn't work out together. There's all kind of adultery going on in those gyms. And look at how they dress. And these women being tip-top, they don't got to go to the gym. They go to the gym to get men. They get with one guy. Shit don't work out. A month later, they're dealing with another motherfucker. Then two guys fight each other and all that. Hey, you don't got to go. I told brothers, don't even go to the gym. You can work out at your house or outside. Anyway, I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, I got a Roku TV, but I didn't get the T. I was gonna buy the TV. I think not Best Buy, it's BJ's or whatever. They got a Roku TV. It's a 50-inch or a 55-inch for like $250. I said, damn, that's dirt cheap. And that's bigger than my TV. I got a 47-inch, which is big as hell to me. I'm happy with it. But I got it, Sakaran had got it for me about almost 13 years ago. He purchased it for me as a gift. So it still runs as a Sony. What is this? They're pushing it now. The Sony starts with a B. Bravia. They're pushing that. Yeah, get the Bravia. It was a very good TV, but it's still good. But it wasn't. It's not a smart TV. So basically, the cable box I have makes it a smart TV. But the Roku also makes it a smart TV. And the Roku, that's what the Roku. That's a hell of. And I just got the stick. Brother, that's all I watch. Man, you can get all kind of, you can get Rumble, you can get YouTube, of course, you can get all kind of channels, and you can add, you can put you can go to the channel where it says adding channels, and they'll give you an app, and once you open up that app, it's right there in your menu. So if you want to watch Israelite videos, we also have, I do and others have a Rumble account and a Odyssey account where certain videos that they take down on YouTube, they'll take them down because of certain reasons, especially when you're talking about the JJs. And I'll just put that video on Odyssey. So a lot of controversial videos dealing with the MOTB and the Illuminati and so forth is on my Odyssey page, and it's also on the Rumble. I got to start putting more videos up on Rumble, which I am, because now you can go to, if you got a Roku TV, you can go to Rumble, and you can access our videos that way. Go to my account. Like I said, I'm going to start pushing the Rumble a lot more. A lot of these so-called Edomites that have been kicked off, these Alex Jones, he's on Rumble, he's on Odyssey. Matter of fact, you can even go to the Rumble page on your Roku TV, and you can go to Alex Jones, Rumble, and go to Alex Jones. He got all kind of channels on the Rumble. But anyway, let me get back into this. But I believe, matter of fact, I'm positive, IUI Leadership IUIC, they set that up. We're also on Roku TV, which I never had a Roku. You don't got to buy the TV. All you got to do is get the stick. Stick is $30, basic stick. Then they got the more advanced stick, the 4K. I don't need no 4K. And the picture is super clear. Anyway, I'm sorry. So I'm watching this. It's a good show. This show right here, we get on IUIC, but this is a good show. He goes into a lot of books and so forth. But what I did was, I don't know if it was taken down. Okay, here it is. I had to put a comment because I wanted to find out. I didn't watch the whole video, so. Oh, this is new. Live chat reply. You got a live chat. They just started doing that. You got the chat on the side, then you got the chat over here. Okay, so I asked the question. Were the Hyksos or the Hyksos Israelites? Because I don't know what his take is on that. So I'm looking at the comments. So a lot of these people are come up as Muslims that are following being Israelites now. All right. Okay, so it says good to have the show back here in YouTube. Shout out from Brazil. So now that I don't know the backstory, but he said I'm not going to be on YouTube no more. You can catch the Shout Out Tuesday. You got to go to this channel. I think it's a website or Roku, whatever. And I guess you got to pay. I don't know. Maybe this guy couldn't get it. YouTube is the premier channel, man. Just if you're about pushing the gospel, buy the truth and sell it not. YouTube is the best. Look, you can be homeless and watch YouTube. All you need is a smartphone. Get that shit charged up. Go to McDonald's, eat something, charge your goddamn phone up or whatever. Let me see. Okay, this one is a good one. This jumped out at me. I was raised Muslim 44 years. Now I'm in the truth thanks to Yahweh. Wait a minute. Where'd you get Yahweh from? Have you been window shopping at GMS? My husband and IUIC working on my family now. I'm up for the challenge. Sounds like racism to me, Bishop. So why would this person, I guess is a woman, because he said husband, why would she say Yahweh? You don't learn that from the ISUBK. You learn Most High in Christ bless. So I don't know, maybe she's window shopping, you know? But what is she gonna do when the microchip comes? Anyway, so she says we're up to the challenge, work on our family. This is not about getting the truth and waking up. You got to wake up your whole family. It's not about that. What does it say in Jeremiah 3? Let's go to Jeremiah 3. Okay, bear me for a minute. Oh yeah, I did a video on this. She's an insider. Look at that. Illuminati. And this church is nothing but a money-making hustle. These big major mega churches, as they call it, is nothing but a hustle. And these so-called pastors and ministers that make millions and millions of dollars, they live in the world. They live in two lives, man. Some of the motherfuckers are going to Diddy parties. T.D. Jakes, he caught out. You don't hear too much about T.D. Jakes, and he was talking shit about the Israelites. He ain't talking shit now. He ain't saying too much anything. He's a big, fat, black, ugly bundle of sticks. And his son's a bundle of sticks. So let me do this. Where the hell? Oh, let me do this here. Let me put it in this way. Put it in Google. All right. New York versus Minnesota. WNBA finals are on YouTube. YouTube TV you got to pay for. I ain't paying for that. And I ain't going to watch the WNBA finals. They trying to big that shit up. They're trying to big that up. Okay. Were the Hyksos Israelites? I didn't put this in there, man. Let me just write it in. Maybe I should have said Hyksos. I did a video about shit 15 years ago on the Hyksos. See if I can find it. I can't even get into that page no more. I don't know the password. I can eventually get into it, but okay. Okay, now they're saying no, the Hyksos were not Israelites. Timeline, Hyksos ruled Egypt during the second intermediate period. The Hyksos evidence of Jacob's family in ancient Egypt. So they're saying no, they're not the Hyksos. Now years ago they said no, yeah. Well, let's see what this says. The Hyksos evidence of Jacob's family in Egypt. February of 2023. First the name of the people Hyksos. Some may wonder why this group was not called Israelites. Actually, let's see what comes up. Okay, let me just read it here first and then. Some may wonder why the group was not called Israelites. Actually, this terminology is found more often later in the Bible. The term Hebrews is more often used than Israelites, which is true. The Hebrews, which Edomites are Hebrews. Up until the time of the settlement within Canaan, we took over Canaan. And this is let me see, Armstrong's Institute of Biblical Archaeology. So these are Bible scholars going hand in hand with historians and archaeologists. On the other side of Exodus discuss on this Hebrew appellation, which has a remarkable archaeological connection to the time period of the conquest. We'll save for another article. Of course, the patriarch Jacob was renamed Israel, Genesis 32:28, but naturally his sons wouldn't have immediately born and used the title Israelites. Yeah, because they would call themselves, they were tribes at that time. Often such patronymic, which is the father's titles, take hold several generations. That makes sense. Start getting them, but the Egyptians probably referred to them as more so Hebrews than anything, and Israelites. Even then, like Edomites. Then during the late blah 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 blah, foreign national often use different terminologies from Israel or Israelite, instead preferring to refer to the nation with the title of its ruling dynasty, e.g. House of Omri, for the Israelites in Assyrian inscriptions, and House of David for Judah in Syrian and Moabite. So let's get to the meat of the subject. The term Hyksos or Hyksos first began as an Egyptian appellation. Appellation is a title. Somebody look that up and let me know if I'm telling the truth, saying the right thing. And it is actually first found as early as the mid-19th century BCE, before the Common Era. That's what BCE means. Some 200 years prior, on the tomb wall painting of Khnumhotep II, depiction a man and a woman in brightly colored garments, pictured earlier in the article. Interestingly, following the same, trying to get to the meat, aforementioned biblical chronology, this is around the time in which Abraham began making his pilgrimage into Egypt with his entourage. I'm trying to get to the meat of this thing. A fairly standard view is that the Hyksos or Hyksos migrants themselves eventually adopted this as their official dynastic title while in Egypt. For example, Candy Laura's article defining the Hyksos, a reevaluation of the title. That means, I guess, that's Hyksos and its importance. Hyksos identity, Joseph for. They're saying it, but they're not coming straight out and saying it. Josephus, for his part, quoting Menetho, which Menetho, you got to look him up. That's a whole other subject. And he was instrumental in the Rosetta Stone. That's a whole nother subject, which I'm not going to even get into. See, when you get into these scriptures, you got to go. Hey, a lot of times I'll go into Roman history because, the Acts was during the time of the Roman Empire. When Yahushua was on the scene, that was on the Roman Empire. When you go back to the Maccabees, that was during the time of the Greeks. So you got to understand a little Greek history, a little Roman history. You got to understand a little Greek. Because when you go into the New Testament, that was translated from the Hebrew, Greek into Greek. This whole nation was styled, talking about Israelite, styled Hyksos, that is shepherd kings. And Israelites are shepherd people. For the first syllable, hike, according to the sacred dialect, and I guess this is Egyptian, denotes a king, as is sos, a shepherd. So Hyksos means king shepherd, so shepherd kings. But this, according to the ordinary dialect, and of these is compounded, a compound word, Hyksos or Hyksos. Read a little bit more. The standard modern interpretation of the name Hyksos, which is shepherd kings, among Egyptologists, is as foreign kings. So shepherd kings are foreign kings. They have to be Israelites. That's why I asked Nate that question. Rather than shepherd kings, taking Josephus to have misinterpreted the word. So they say that they're pretty much saying, yes, these Israelites, they would have to be the people. Okay, so you even got a video. You can watch this video. Patterns of Evidence at Exodus. And you got these consciousness guys, Garfield and Sonetta. They're questioning the Hebrew Israelites. But they'll mention the Canaanites. Yeah, the Canaanites exist. What other groups? Amorites, the Ammonites, the Moabites. That's all. The historians will tell you that, not just biblical historians, but they'll tell you the Moabites, the Hamites, the Shemites, Shem come from one of the sons of Noah. Oh, but Israelites never existed. And if they did exist, they were white. That's why Israelites they have no business at all, rubbing elbows, so as they say, with the conscious community. Like you need their damn platform. You don't need their platform. Okay, Jacob, let me give you a little bit more. So if I don't put this in the description box, remember Armstrong Institute of Biblical Archaeology. Matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add it to my favorites. And see, this messes up Christians. When you go, if you're a real Christian, a studied Christian, you got to go into these books. You got to be a historian, an archaeologist, or this or that, and the third, a scientist. Jacob, very little is known about the Hyksos rulers. Not only is there significant debates about, like they call us colored, right? They call us, when we got over here, they call us niggers, went from niggers to Negroes to colored folks to black to Afro-American. So these are just names that were given to the Israelites. And the place where it was said, ye are not my people, because you're being called blacks, Negroes, colored, African Americans, there which it shall be said, you are the sons of living power. That's talking about over here in America, which spans to the rest of the world. The focus, my man, Bishop Nate, is not 12 tribes worldwide. The focus is here in America. See, once this thing in America gets live and popping, it goes to the whole world. The music, you got people dancing to the music of American music of so-called black artists, because anything that happens in America, the whole world, finally gets a hold of it. So you don't got to be going to Africa and Smyrna and all them damn places. Everybody can get YouTube. Very little is known about the Hyksos rulers. Not only is there significant debate about the order in which they ruled or how many there were, roughly half a dozen, but there is also debate as to whether, and these scholars do debate, so they don't have the full truth, to whether or not some of them rule as pharaohs. And that was true. Israel became the pharaohs. Go back to Joseph. Joseph was a pharaoh. He was the underlord to the pharaoh. He was second in command to the pharaoh. And guess what? It even tells you in the scriptures that he shaved his face. He had a bald, so he's following the customs of the Egyptians. So he actually became Egyptian. Moses was an Egyptian. He was in a high order, the dynasty of the pharaohs, man. So were Israelites pharaohs? Yes, they were pharaohs in their own right, or simply constituted high-ranking figures. Joseph, Moses, and the community who were on the scene simultaneously with rulers. One of these especially prominent Hyksos, it got to be Israelites. Individuals is a man known from nearly 30 royal scarab seals found fittingly primarily in Canaan as well as in Egypt, because we were all down there. These scarabs, that's an Egyptian beetle, believed to date to the 17th century BCE, bear the name Yaqub Her. Yaqub is Jacob. Ooh. And that's how you say it in the Hebrew, Yaqub. Yaqub is the exact translation of the Semitic name Jacob. Wow, this is interesting. Anyway, with that, look at this. Yaqub Her, scarab from Tel Sheikh, Mona, Israel. That was talking about Jacob. And then when you go into Jacob, what made Pharaoh, or the Egyptians, the so-called Egyptians, which is Mizraim, they were not Egyptians, that came from the Greeks. What made them great? It was Joseph. The whole thing with the dreams, all right, that was Joseph. So Joseph made Egypt great. And that's why he was second in command. He was a pharaoh. He was a high-ranking man right under the pharaoh. So the scholars agree. The Hyksos had to be Israelites. They were a great presence in the land of in that land. So anyway, with that, like I said, if I don't remember to leave this link in the description box, I'll probably leave it in the video, because now you leave it in the description box, they don't accept it. But Armstrong Institute of Biblical Archaeology, and you look up different words. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom, on to the next shalom.